essentially I'm a local person. So, when the earthquakes happened, I knew which, people to go. I knew where the resources are in terms of ground motions and damage and so forth. But the most difficult component was to bring them together in a meaningful way to justify my findings. The data flow from the field, from the ground, it was there were some say pauses from time to time, so it was a sort of challenge for us to calibrate our, say, vulnerability models, or to find the best fitting solution to our case and so forth. So essentially, although I was a local guy from that community, and although I knew where the sources are, the flow of information at that time, it was difficult to maintain, and then the stress over me to come up with some sort of solution to the real, say, case, it was difficult for us. The experience that I got or learned from these events, these big events, is that, we have to keep working systematically to improve our loss modeling components. You don't know when the earthquake is going to come, so you have to be really ready for such big events. And for that reason, I felt like I should not be stopping at this point. I need to go in a very systematic way, further explore what was missing, what is the the weak parts of or components of modeling, and so forth. This is the most important thing which I learned. So you have to systematically work on this problem for improvements and for getting ready for the next big event or for the next events similar to these sizes. I have been knowing GEM for a very long time. I have some good colleagues whom I collaborated with during some GEM originated projects, as well as we together with the GEM colleagues, we were in the same projects in some European projects. So that experience, as well as the outcomes, the materials from those projects, helped me significantly while modeling these two events for loss estimations. On top of this, I traced back the previous work done by the local scientists. This was also very helpful. And we should systematically work on this problem. This type of events, as well as focus meetings organized by GEM among the modeling, say, community, is very important in my opinion. So we must keep going on talking with each other, and GEM in that sense is providing a very good basis, because you're a non-profit organization and you have a nicely established infrastructure. So I will be certainly very much interested in hearing what GEM is doing and how we can further collaborate to systematically improve our losses. Science is changing. Types of losses are going to change because the built environment is changing. So we have to be ready for such kind of changes in the future. For the other countries to mitigate losses and risk, essentially what we need is a good model for hazard, seismic hazard, or whatever the catastrophic event you're dealing with, as well as the defendable vulnerability models, which will describe or relate the hazard and the loss. All right. So for the other countries, in my opinion, a systematic and also we need people, good people, who know how to combine these, or who know how to develop these models. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is that the whole thing, because it's like a chain, we should be very systematic and keep going on and on and on for the other countries, for the other regions, to improve their risk concept, risk modeling, and eventually this will help them to increase their awareness against such disastrous events, things that we experienced in Turkey.